The very important part of life and personal development is spiritual life. So today, let's get to understand from a soul perspective what spiritual life is. And I hope this message will help you to ground yourself and build yourself up spiritually. So from a soul perspective, point number 1 on spirituality is God is dealing with the inner world, emotions and consciousness. From a soul perspective, God is not primarily dealing with appearance, rituals, or religious performance. God is dealing with the inner state of a person, the emotions, intentions, awareness, and consciousness of the heart. That is why transformation always begins within, not outside. Point number 2, the soul is the central purpose of redemption. The redemption plan is not about saving bodies, titles, or identities. It is about restoring the soul. Let's look at Leviticus 17:11. For the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls. For it is the blood that maketh an atonement for the soul. Matthew 16:26, what shall a man profit if he gains the whole world and lose his own soul? So, from a soul perspective, everything God does is aimed at preserving, restoring, and awakening the soul to its true nature. Now, point number 3 on spirituality. Spirituality is the fullness of life. True spirituality produces life, not fear. It expresses itself as creativity, growth, expansion, awareness, and purpose. Anything that suppresses life, curiosity, or creativity, or growth is not soul-aligned spirituality. Point number 4. Humanity is the living reflection of God on earth. Spirituality is not separation from the world. It is God expressed through humanity. When the soul is aligned, the person naturally reflects love, light, truth, authority, self-management. This is dominion through consciousness, not control. Point number 5, spirituality is alignment, not escape from the soul's view. Spirituality is not escaping pain, responsibility, or human experience. It is the ability to remain present, aware, and whole in the midst of life. Healing happens through awareness, not avoidance. Healing happens through truth, not denial. Healing happens through responsibility, not blame. Point number 6, religion without soul awareness becomes control. When spirituality loses its soul focus, it becomes rule-based, fear-driven, externally controlled. But soul-centered spirituality restores inner authority, discernment, peace, self-governance. Point number 7, the goal of spirituality is wholeness. The highest spiritual state is not perfection, it is wholeness. When the soul is whole, the mind becomes clear, emotions become regulated, choices become aligned, life becomes meaningful. Proverbs chapter 25 verse 28. He that has no rule over his own spirit is like a city broken down and without walls. Remember this, spirituality is not separate from your being and existence. Finally, your spiritual life cannot exist without soul, and your soul cannot exist without spirit.